you think I'd get an umbrella or something, right? The reason I didn't get an umbrella, couldn't find an umbrella. It's like all the umbrellas are in the car. So here we go. It's like a hurricane type thing going on. It's windy and rainy and stuff. And I was hoping to go visit one of my friends today. He has like an art event today. And so I sort of planned to go, but you know how it is. When you plan something and then life happens, well, life be happening, let me tell you. So what happened, I switched it up, was that I started working on all of my art stuff, and cleaned up my area. And then so I've been doing that for about 2 days now. Just kind of cleaning up my kitchen, which is my studio. And just kind of getting stuff ready. I long for the day when I actually have a studio, because that's going to be really a cool thing, because like when I have all kind of art events, it's going to be cool and sweet and nice and stuff. Be able to take opportunity to make some really cool things. But for the most part though, I just want to have this nice little time where you and I can walk and talk together. And so here we go. See, normally I have my headphones on, but headphones at home and charging. I was listening to all these cool things. I listen to like a lot of graffiti stuff, like a graffiti, I don't listen, more like I listen to music behind the graffiti stuff, and then I watch it sometimes. But for the most part though, it's like, I think it'd be so cool to be a graffiti artist. That means something I might actually pick up in the future. Because I mean, like, graffiti work is such a cool thing. So, lately what we've been doing, we're listening to all kind of different art forms. And I got this really nice piece of foam in the mail. But yeah, I guess I'm in the mail. But also, a friend of mine had some foam. And it's like the kind of foam it is. It's like really compact pool noodles, It's a cool pool noodle stuff. So what ended up happening is, with the pool noodle things, you're able to actually, it's different colors, like purples and greens and blues and all that stuff, different colors. But the one that I have is like the white, like pool noodle stuff, And so what ends up happening is, with that, I think I'm going to be able to do something really cool with it. And so I think I maybe do some cool graffiti. But the problem I'm thinking is about cutting it. I want to make like my logo, One Life Must Art, into some kind of what do you call it? Like a graffiti type thing, So I've been talking to my sister, and so she does foam art. My sister does foam art. She's in North Carolina, and she does foam art, and she has like her business, like a business where it's like she doesn't know about this, and it's not a sponsor video for her, but it was like she does cool art. She made my banner for me. So every time you see my banner in the One Life Must Art banner, she made that for me. Yeah, I paid her for it too. Yes. And it was really cool because that banner has been with me, and every time I've done something. Oh, look at this! Look at this! What is this? It's a little thing. Look at that! Ooh, look at this! Look at this! Ooh, Jesus! Put it back. Save it for somebody else. You know how it is. Save that thing for somebody else. Whoever wants it. Okay, so that was pretty cool. So anyway, what happened was she helped me with the banner, and then my other sister, my youngest sister, she actually helped me made like a cup for me with my name on it. It's like so it's One Life Must Art and masking tape artwork and stuff, and she did that for me. So I was like, oh wow, that's so cool. We should catch this light real quick. Yep. So the good thing is not raining too hard, but the bad thing is that it's raining, and by the time I get to the car, I'm going to be soaking wet. So, and the phone's going to be soaking wet too. So, see how that works out. So for the most part, though, yeah, it's well, I don't want to waste your time about stuff, but I want to definitely tell you about something cool. So I got a bunch of that foam, and I'm hoping to use that foam to make some cool designs. Not to mention some of the things about, like, some of the cool artwork that I'm going to be able to do in the future. So also got a new phone. So as you can see, this is probably a better quality phone. There was a deal that happened, and I'll tell you more about it in a little bit. But what happens is, I'm hoping to do some more cool art. I've been looking at some stuff about concrete, and I haven't really dabbled in concrete too much. I've only dabbled in clay, and concrete is one of those things where I touched it one time, and it wasn't so good for me. It didn't turn out so great. But what happened was, like, I'm just thinking that maybe there's a way that I could actually do something with concrete, because concrete is so unforgiving. If you don't get it right, you get it wrong. So I should probably learn as many things as I can and just jump in. Everybody else should learn about concrete. And yep, concrete and making stuff. Anyway, so that's one. The other thing too is I've been looking at some of these really cool things. Okay, I'm gonna walk. I'm making some really cool things with the masking tape stuff, and then trying to level it up and make some more things with skin, and see if I could not skin, but making masking tape look like skin. That's kind of like my next evolutionary step, is to take the art and make it look more realistic It'd be kind of cool to make some cool gremlins or something. If you're in the comments, just let me know what would be a cool thing to make, because that'd be something there that'd be really kind of nifty that I can actually work on and make it better. So that's one. Number two is something that you can actually. Okay, so what's seen before, what happened was that there was a deal, right, with DoorDash that I'm going to put online. I'll probably make a whole video about it, but if you were to I got a thing in my email, and it was like they'd give you money if you upgraded your phone. And who knew? And they actually did it. So I'm really impressed about it, because I was like, that's something that believe you me, I needed that. So we were due for an upgrade for a phone too. So that's why we have this really nice super. It's a 5G phone, which is going to have better signals and all that stuff too. Which is like, I'm so pretty much I was like so against the whole 5G thing. And I mean, what happened was, like, the reason why I was against it, because everybody was talking about how it works with the body and stuff like that, and makes different things like that, have a different scenario where you're just like, it causes damage to a person. Now it's like, I don't know. I mean, this is how it is. I mean, there's no more signals for the other phones. I mean, you can have like a regular analog phone, or or one sticking to the wall, and that seemed to be a problem, because what ended up happening was, we were starting to get less and less of a signal. We weren't getting any signals anywhere, So we had no signal, and we're having them from our house, and so it was very kind of like not so good. So all right, so with this upgrade was really cool, because it required that we had to do one dash. You have to get a new phone, and when you get the new phone, you do one dash on your new phone, and then when you do that, you're going to be able to do the you get money back for. And it wasn't just money back, like a little money back. It was a lot of money back for your phone costs and your upgrade. So I was like, oh my goodness, it worked out really good, That was like pretty intense. So we were like really happy about that. And that's, how we do it. But so it's been just kind of walking. And so I'm almost to the car now. Well, it's just another couple blocks, but I'm going to take a right, and go to this block. So for the most part, though, how it's been, we just did a moving job on Friday, the whole family, and it worked out really cool. We spent the entire day there, and it was fun. We spent some time. We had some food there. We had a little coffee. The kids worked. My wife, my kids, and I, we all worked really hard to make sure we can get this job done, and the task at hand that was required of us completely done. And we did it, and it was a really cool thing, So we got it done. We did it all, and we're really happy. The next thing too is we have more work to do in the same place, so that's going to come up in a couple of days. And just trying to get to this car, and I'm telling you, it's just like it's a pretty far walk, right? See how far it is when you had to put those new bike things up? For me, I got to walk like 40 blocks to get to my car. Why? Because those bike things. Let me see if I go by those bike things and see, and show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna flip the camera in a second so you can see how dirty it is behind there. I can go back to my complaint. Yeah, I have a complaint against city bike stuff. Yeah, my complaint is that it's taking up parking spots. I can put that sucker on the sidewalk or by parks. Oh, nothing. And be happy. It's all madness. Alright, so here's the wind is picking up. See, the only thing about the rain is that you can't see cars leaking. The good thing about the rain is that you're able to actually see if there's problems, because it's like it's cooler. So okay, let me flip the camera so you can see what I'm talking about here. This is okay. So this here is all the city bikes I keep talking about. Here you go, all these city bikes taking up 3 parking spots, right? Because normally a car would park right here, and there you have it. Here's where they park their stuff, and there's no street sweepers that come in and sweeps these streets, because they can't reach it over here. So here it is, again, taking up some wonderful parking spots, park these stupid bikes. They have it like almost every other block now for these stupid bikes. And see, they only have one port open here. I want to do a research on this. I'm telling you, I'm going to do a research about all the stuff that happens with regarding that. As opposed to how close they are in relationship to each other, and air by, making it a problem for people and parking. A lot of people say, well, there's no problem parking during daytime. Well, of course not, there's no problem parking at nighttime when you're doing your work. And you come home from a long day of work and there's no parking. thinking maybe they have such a happy dichotomy that people actually don't care because, it's one of those things where, it doesn't bother affect them. Usually people get upset when it bothers and affects them, things about stuff. But what ends up happening is, you just kind of like, have a situation where, if it doesn't bother you, then, it doesn't matter. So that's something there. Well, we keep working on stuff. I have, I'm putting together a video for my Patreon about putting together that rogue I started working on, Maximum. And so putting that together so you can see it on my Patreon. And yes, definitely, please sign up for my Patreon. I'm going to put like a thing where you can sign up and just be like, just attend and see my stuff. But, if you definitely want to, see or be part, you can actually see and be part for like, you see some of the cool stuff that I have available for like $5, just for $5 you can see all the cool stuff that I do in terms of my classes and notes. And that'll help a brother out because, honestly, we all need help, right, in terms of our finances and stuff. So that's kind of the situation there. So here you have it. Wow, they got like a big old fish tank over there. Big old, do you think I put fish in it? Let's see, a big fish tank right here. Yeah. They call that mosquito trap, baby. All right, so we're like a mosquito breeding ground. So you got that there. And so yeah, so pretty much almost there. 11 minutes to walk to the car. You see how far it is? Minutes to walk to this car. So that makes you wonder. Makes you really wonder. It's almost in my car. This is a super used tree. Look at this. This tree is super used. See that? This tree is like 1 million years old. And yep. Huge, super huge tree. I could be walking under it for like 5 minutes. I'm still under this tree. It's so big. Okay, I'm kind of past it now, so yeah. All right, so I'm almost in my car. And what you've been waiting for is to see if this car is working. So let's go ahead and see if this car is working, right? Well, it obviously starts like when I started, so, but most part of this, I'm going to get to it. Let me get my keys ready. Yep. So this is like, how many minutes? 12 minutes. 12 minutes to walk to my car. Okay. 12. I gotta get paid up with the right people. That's what it is. So I gotta get into all that politics stuff, and get all in that influential stuff, because for some reason, when you're just a normal person, you don't get any blessing from the government. But then again, it's like the Bible says, friendship with this world is enmity with God. So, all right. So, okay. So first and foremost, got my this little guy here. He's been on this thing for like a long time. You see this guy here? He's been on this thing forever. I've had him since we went to camp. Right? We came back from camp, and he's actually the long distance guy. And I'm just testing to see how long he lasts, So let me go that one. I'll put my ears on this side up. Okay. So finally got to my car. Let me get inside. Before I get inside, I gotta go ahead and just do all the cool car stuff, So let's go and do that. Put this over there. So I got some more foam. See, these are some of the more foams I got. Foam, yes. This kind of like polypropylene. This is like pool foam. It's so cool. I'm gonna do some cool stuff with it, yos. All right, so go ahead and let's see. Open up the hood, and let's go ahead and see what we got. Open up the hood. All right. Flip this over. All right. So, because you guys want to see my car so much, here's my car. Here's my. All right, I'm gonna look first into the coolant level. And so the coolant level is approximately. See if you have it here, right? The coolant level is right about there. Right about there is the coolant level. So when you see inside, it's right about there. So I'm gonna add more coolant to it. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually check inside here. This is where the situation lies. So I'm gonna open this up here and see. Any trouble? Oh goodness, it's loaded. Oh good. See, now that's perfect actually. It's loaded with antifreeze. Okay, so what you doing to me, girl? Huh? She is loaded with antifreeze. Okay, so this should be no problem with this thing. All right, so if I squeeze here. Yep, got fluid in there too. Yeah, she's got fluid. All right, so she's got fluid, and she's full, and she's able to expand. And I gotta check my oil levels now. You do the oil check. You do the oil check with the. Oh goodness, do I have any papers? Floor plan for the museum. I gotta get my phone out of the wind before it's totally drained up here. It's getting ripped on directly. Oh, I have a coupon. Oh yeah. Yeah, so. Alright, so I'm gonna use one of these receipts and see where the card thing is right here. This is my oil level. My oil level without the checking. Check this out. Alright, put it back in. Test and see. She is good. She is full. Alright, last one left to check is, I don't know really. It's she's doing pretty good. Let me just close her down. Hold on. Alright, so I'm gonna close her down. I got no gremlins with me today, so that could be a good thing. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's start this beast up. Alright, here we go. Boom, start it up. Alright, let's go. That's the other thing too about this car. You have it where it's like sometimes she wants to start, and it's hard with the ignition switch. Let's see if I can actually do this. And my ignition switch tends to have issues, so let's go ahead and check and see what we have. She started right up. All right. It's a good day. All right, so put that there. Just wash wipers. All right, now I can't drive with this right in front of me now. So I gotta put this to the side. Oh, goodness. So here's my people. Let me just tell you a little thing right here. This one here, Super Dodge. He in the front. He's a survivor. He did 1,100 miles. The one outside has done more miles than the one here. But he is the first one to do 1,100 miles. We drove from Florida with him, all the way from Pensacola, Florida, all the way back, all the way diagonal to the Georgia Guidestones, up I-95 to come back here to Queens. And then so that one was 1,100 miles. It's about 5 days outside. She did 21 days. This one here, I made it look like my wife. And so it happens like my wife doesn't have red hair, but it's at the point. But it's like the bottom line is like that one there. We for my nephew's wedding this year, we drove with him, with her, on the antenna. And then what happened was she ended up surviving. Then less than 21 days, naked and afraid. 21 days, and then after that, we took her and I made her into character. Oh, last thing we did before that was I went through a car wash. And I have a car wash video on my YouTube. You can actually see some of the cool stuff there as well. All these creatures mean something, every one of them. This goat here, this means it was a goat we saw at Sight and Sound, and the kids were making goats. These are sheep. This one's Ferdinand, right? Ferdinand the bull. This is a cheetah we found on the street. I don't know what that's for, but see, for these old other goats, and I made a little baby rhino. You see a little baby rhino? Why you got a baby rhino? Because I don't know. Baby rhinos are kind of cute. So there you go. You can't really see it, but here's a baby rhino. And see, masking tape is pretty durable. Pretty durable indeed. So what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try driving this car now, okay? I'm going to put this is jammy over here, so you can see some of the cool things, cool effects of me driving. When I get to the block near my house, I'm going to shut off the camera because you don't need to know where I live. But for the most part, though, I'm going to drive. So she is full of coolant. She's not leaking or anything, which means there shouldn't be a problem with the coolant system at this point. All right. Turn on the windshield wipers. Turn on your lights too. I have a problem with my transmission level. Sometimes it just freezes up, and I don't understand why. But lately, it hasn't been giving me any trouble. But it might give me trouble on this turn here. So let's see if there's any trouble. Let me go slow. When you're crossing streets. All right, here we go. So yeah, so this is my my car. This is my car driving. This is my car working. It seems like it wants to work. Yeah, she's playing that game. See, when people are watching, she doesn't. She complies. You see? You see? So anyway, so what happens is like we are oh wow, brakes are very sensitive because of all the water. It's kind of pulley, draggy brakes. You gotta be very careful when you apply the brakes. Okay, want me to go? Okay, thank you. I'll go. All right, cool. So let's go. All right, so we're coming up to like one of the main streets. It's a pretty nice neighborhood I live in. Yes. I lost my knife here. About that. It's a knife, one of those Jason Hansen knives. I liked it, and I lost it. Bummed about that. I have to get another one. Well, I was actually impressed to see all the coolant in the car still. I hadn't driven the car for about 2 days, and to see all that coolant in the reservoir and also in the thing, I was blown away by that. I mean, the pressure is holding and it's sealed, and that was really the problem. The problem was me. So if I can get this thing to work ongoing, I can resume door dashing again. In the meantime, I gotta kind of like stop for a moment, and just not. So I'm gonna flip my camera around so you can see me, so you can see that I'm actually doing this, not just just talking. But this is me, and this is me. I'm gonna be driving somewhere. Anyway, so my family and I were gonna go do some grocery shopping, but for the most part, though, I just want to say, thank you so much for watching. All right, I'm gonna like just have you there for a little bit. So anyway, yeah. So this is me. Me about to drive my car to my house. Yeah, you see it? Well, you can't really see it, unfortunately. Okay, but I'm still gonna do this. Okay, ready? Some of the things that people worry about and struggle with in life is just about just doing the right thing. And it doesn't make it easy in this world to do the right thing, as much as possible. Because, there's, we watched the Black Panther and they talked about how, when people try to be good, it's hard to be a good king kind of a thing. Because, it's like, I don't know, I think about that part in the movie and he could have just had the boy come live with them, leave the boy there. Where's his mother? He's not with his mom. Left to fend for himself, he would have been a different person, Is that he left his nephew there. Why didn't he take the nephew? That would have been perfect if he did that, But in this movie, I mean, that's where they had the conflict. I mean, they did everything perfect. There would be no movie, right? So that's one of those things. So, okay, so I'm almost in my car. Almost at the house. I'm in the car. Almost at the house. And so here you have it where... Oh, goodness. Car's handling pretty good. It's actually handling remarkably better than I first thought, because I mean, like last time I was driving and I had a lot of trouble with this. But I don't know, it's doing its thing, so. Okay, so you know how it is. Just when you watch it, you don't see anything, but when you don't watch it, that's when things happen. So yeah, so I've been listening to Anomaly, and Anomaly is a cool dude. I mean, he is a really cool dude. I gotta meet him in person one day. We just gotta meet. I gotta make some masking tape something for him, and then from there, just gotta like make some peace, So anyway, not make some peace, but make a piece of art for him, or gotta meet him. That'd be so cool. But it's like a lot of things, a lot of things as well. So I'm pulling up to my house right now, and I'm gonna turn off this video. It took me 25 minutes. 25 minutes for me to get here. You see that? You see how far it is? Thank you, City Bike. All right. Thank you, City Bike, for taking up my parking spot. So, I just want to say thank you so much for being here with me. I'm going to make some cool art, and I'm going to put it online later. Definitely can see some of our cool stuff on Instagram. Oh, a spot right there across the street. Oh, good on you, man. Good on you. It's a good spot across the street. Anyway, so it happens that, we're going to make some more cool stuff, and, definitely see how that goes. God bless you. Thank you so much for watching me talk for a little bit. I then got the car and checked the car, make sure it worked, and you saw that, right? So, God bless you, and I wish you all the best, right? So, take care. Here comes my Wi-Fi. I'm just gonna go ahead and say bye. It's coming up real soon. But for the most part, there, let me just go ahead and end it. Thank you so much. God bless you. All right. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. All right.